I am going to give you the distance from a point to a line, and we have some other forms and related problems and everything we will do in further classes. And now in this class what I am going to do is find the distance from a point to a line, right? Have a look at this. See, I have a line. You may say the line equation as some ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. And a point with me, say the point is some p x1 comma y1. Now what is our task? Our task is to find the distance from this point to the line. See, I need to reach the line from this point, and this perpendicular distance is usually called as the distance. This is the basic notation. The distance from a point to a line is the perpendicular distance. Actually, there are many other ways to reach the line from the point, okay? There are some slant ways also. But among all those ways to reach the line from the point, this perpendicular direction, perpendicular way is the shortest one. Since the perpendicular way is the shortest, and we need to consider this as the distance from a point to a line. That's what I need to find right now, right? So, to generate any formula, any idea of the coordinate geometry, we need to come with the coordinate system. That's why I am going to introduce this total picture in the coordinate system with the x-axis and y-axis, right? See, the line and the point, the distance what we are going to find, I introduce everything in the coordinate system, and using the concepts of coordinate system and coordinate geometry, I am going to find the distance from this particular point to the line. Is it right? So, how to find the distance from a point to line in the coordinate system? Now, start with the coordinate system. First, suppose if this is the y-axis and this is the x-axis, and one line is there in the coordinate system, for my convenience I took the line as like this, and the equation of this line is ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. See, somewhere a point is there whose coordinates are px1 y1, and we are going to find the perpendicular distance from the point to the line. See, this perpendicular distance, if I mark it as d, that's what we need to find now. Now, to find the perpendicular distance in the coordinate system, how I can proceed? Have a look at this. I will mark few points there. See, you just mark this point as some a and this point as some b, and I need to find the distance. If you join just b and p, join b and p. Yeah. If you join this b to p and a to p, there forms a triangle. This is what actually x-axis. This is what actually y-axis, and this is origin, we know it. So now here a triangle formed there ABP. So to find the distance d, I will calculate the area of the triangle ABP in two possible ways, and after that I will equalize those two values. At the end I will get the value of the distance d. Is it right? Have a look at this. One possible way is, for a triangle, the area is just nothing but half base into height. I think you know it. If I have a triangle like this, then how can I calculate this area? If the base is b and the height is h, then I mention it as half base times the height is one usual way to find the area of a triangle. And for the triangle APB, if you move with that side, that direction, base is AB and height is D. So area of the triangle is half base into height, half AB into D. I will write it like this. So area of triangle APB is equals to half into base into height, and that is equals to half into what is base? Base is just the distance between A and B. AB into height is nothing but what we are going to find. This is area, half AB into D. You just keep aside. And if you try to simplify it, AB is the distance between these 2 points actually, but I don't have those points right now with me. And now the next task is to find the points, right? Okay. Look at there. Now, what you say about the coordinates of A? What are the coordinates of A? See, A is a point on the line as well as on the x-axis. I am repeating, A is a point on the line as well as on the x-axis also. Since A is a point on the x-axis, its y coordinate is 0 for sure. So you need to make that y as 0. In which y we need to replace 0? In the equation that ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. See, once again I am repeating you, A is a point. He is on the x-axis as well as on the line. Since A is on the x-axis, its y coordinate is 0, and now the y coordinate of A is 0. Now our task is just to find the x coordinate. So you just replace y with 0 in this, then you will get that x is equals to minus c by a. Already we did it in other cases also. So if y is equals to 0, then x is equals to minus c by a. That is the coordinates of A. And now what you say about the coordinates of B? Here B is a point on the y-axis as well as on the line. On y-axis x coordinate is 0. So place x with 0 and you will get the y value as minus c by b. Have a look at this. Yeah, I have a as minus c by a comma 0, b as 0 comma minus c by b, and you just mark them in the diagram also. What you say about a? Minus c by a comma 0. What is b? 0 comma minus c by b. And now see, to find the area in one direction, what I need the distance between AB. So find the distance between A. The distance between AB is, use the formula that root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So root of x2 minus x1 whole square is just c square by b square. Directly I am mentioning there. The root of y2 minus y1 whole square, which is nothing but 0 minus of minus c by a, c square by a square. Is there anything wrong? x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, c square by a square plus b square, and you just try to simplify it. C square is a common thing, c square times 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. And now if you took LCM, it becomes like root of c square times of b square plus a square by a square b square is there. Okay, and now under the root c square is there, a square b square is also there under the root. So you just write 1c and 1 ab out, then you left with what is this ab length actually I am writing here. So this is equals to half. AB is just nothing but c by ab. Under the root c square, under the root a square b square. So c by ab, write it out. C by ab times a square plus b square. This is totally ab into d. Okay, so this is the area of that particular triangle APB in one way of finding. In another way I will find, after that I will equalize. First have a look at this. See, I am going to find the distance from a point P x1 y1 to a line. And look at the distance, the point is P x1 y1 and the line is ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. Let the distance between these two as d. And now you just join this a and b with p. There you get a triangle ABP. And now I will find the area of triangle ABP in two possible ways, and by equalizing those two I will get the value of D. In one way, the area of triangle usually we find by using of base into height. In that direction, see, base is AB, height is D, area is half AB into D. So I need to find the distance AB. To find the distance AB, the coordinates of A, the coordinates of B, and then distance formula, and then distance is this, and then AB is C by AB times of the root of A square plus B square is the distance AB, and then this is the area of the triangle. Okay, so this is one possible way. Just make a note this. Okay, and go for a screenshot now. And I am going to find the area of the triangle ABP in another way, the same area. After that, equalize this area and that area, because the triangle is same, area must same. So I am erasing this for the space concern. And now find the area of triangle using 3 points, right? I know it. You can find the area using 3 points formula, right? Yeah, I have a point A as minus c by a comma 0, B as 0 comma minus c by b, P as x1 comma y1. Then area of triangle APB can be calculated by using half modulus of minus c by a 0, and then 0 minus c by b, and then x1 y1, and afterwards minus c by a 0. I think you know this method. Already we discussed it in the coordinate system. Finding area with 3 points. minus c by a comma 0, 0 comma minus c by b, x1 comma y1 and minus c by a comma 0. This is equals to half modulus of, every time you need to multiply these two and subtract them. C by a into c by a is c square by ab minus 0 plus, next one, 0 into y1 is 0, minus of mine is plus cx1 by b. Yeah, in the same way, if you write the last one, you get it as c1 c by 1 by a. Directly I am writing that. And look that these two are zeros, and at the end c is there in each and every term. So here ab is there. If you common out ab also, at the end if you pick out c and ab out, c by 2ab is equals to c plus ax1 plus by1. Have a look at this. Once again I am repeating it. If you multiply each and every term with this c by ab, you will get the same thing. Okay. 1 by 2 is already out. C by ab into c is c square by ab. C by ab into this ax1, which is cx1 by b. C by ab into this by1, which is c by 1 by a. So everything is same. So this is the area at the end using area of the triangle with the 3 points. And this is the area by using half base into height. Now what I have to do is, I need to equalize these two areas. This area along with this area. These two are same. These two are same. Is it right? These two are 100% same because the area of the same triangle. Now, if you equalize these two, so I am directly explaining you that if you equalize these two, c by 2ab, c by 2ab is common for those two. Those two terms will get cancelled. You left with root of a square plus b square into d is equals to modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c. And what we need actually? We need the distance d, and that d at the end is equals to modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by root of a square plus b square. And this is the distance from the point to a line, and I will give you a few examples also here. Once again have a look at this. Actually I need to find the distance from the point P x1 y1 to the line ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. Initially I am going to generate a formula. Right? To generate a formula I need to get the help of coordinate system. So introduce the line ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 with px1 y1 in the coordinate system. And now our task is to find this particular distance d. For that you just join this a and b to the p. You have a triangle here ABP. So try to find the area of triangle that ABP in two possible ways. In one way it is of base into height, and that is this area. In another way, using this 3-point formula, this is the area. At the end, these two areas represent the area of the same triangle. So these two are equal. C by 2AB is a common number which get cancelled, and then this product is equals to that modulus value. At the end, D is equals to modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. So this is the formula to find the distance from a point to a line. Have a look at this and go with a screenshot. Look at the board. I mentioned there the formula what we discussed now. The distance from the point px1 y1 to the line ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 as modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. See, each and every problem of this needs the same formula to find. Use, okay. The first one is the point is 1 comma 2. The line is this 12x plus 5y is equals to 7. So we need to find what? The question asks us to find the distance. So the distance d is equals to modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c. Once observe it. See, actually the line is ax plus by plus c and the point is x1 y1. You need to replace x with x1 and y with y1. Then it becomes like modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. So here what is a? A is 12. What is b? B is 5, and you need to replace x with 1 and y with 2. Here also the same thing we did. Replacing x and y with x1 y1. Then you made it like modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c. And here you just replace x and y with this 1 and 2. Modulus of 12 into 1 plus 5 into 2 plus 7 divided by root of 12 square plus 5 square. Have a look at this. Is there anything wrong? Nothing there. Just observe it. Just substitute the point in the line. Use modulus as a numerator, and then the denominator is root of the x coefficient square plus y coefficient square, and that is equals to modulus of 12 plus 10 plus 7 divided by the root of 144 plus 25. Right. And now see, it is not plus 7. Sorry, okay. If you send the 7 this side, it will become minus 7. No, you need to utilize minus 7 here, not plus 7. Right. This is minus 7. Is it right? The general form is ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. Everything should be in the left side for the general form. So if you send this 7 this left side, it becomes like minus 7. That's why you need to use minus 7 only, not plus 7. Okay. And now simplify. 12 and 10 is 22. 22 minus 7 is what? 15. So this is equals to 15 divided by 8. This is 13. Root of 144 plus 25 is 169, and that is 13. So at the end, this 15 by 13 units is the distance from the point to the line. Is it clear? Have a look at this. The first point is, the first problem of the 12th point is the finding the distance from the point 1 comma 2 to the line. 1 comma 2, you just treat it as x1 y1, and 12x plus 5y minus 7 is equals to 0 is the line. The distance finding is just nothing but substitute the point in the equation, use modulus as numerator, and root of x coefficient square plus y coefficient square is the denominator. On simplification, your answer is 15 by 13. That's it for the distance from the point to the line. Have a look, and I am going to give you the next one. Right? I am going to erase that a bit, and now I am erasing this for the space concern. And now look at this ABC I have. See, ABC I have means length of altitude through A. Actually, the problem is related to the triangle ABC. Okay, right. The problem is related to the triangle ABC, and for the triangle, if you look, I have A, B, and C. A, B, and C. What we need to find? I need to find length of altitude through A. Already we know that length of altitude means perpendicular from the vertex A to the opposite side BC. That's what we call it as length of altitude. A 5 comma 6 is there with us, and we need to find the equation BC. Okay. So first of all, I will find the equation BC, and then I will give you the diagram with the length of altitude. So to find the equation BC, B is a point minus 1 comma 4, C is a point minus 4 comma 0. Is it clear? Clear. So how to find the equation with the 2 points? So first of all, we need slope, and then we need to use slope point form. So for that equation, what is the slope? For this equation BC, you need to find the slope. The slope formula is what? y2 minus y1. So 0 and 4, you just write it like this: 0 minus 4, x2 minus x1, minus 4 and minus of minus plus 1, minus 4 plus 1. On simplification, it is minus 4 by minus 3, and that is equals to 4 by 3. So the slope of that line is 4 by 3. And now you need to find equation. For that equation, you may use any of these 2 points. So use this because something is 0 now. Y minus 0 is equals to 4 by 3 times of x minus x1 minus 4. So minus of minus plus 4. So 3y is equals to 4x plus 16. If you send everything aside, 4x minus 3y plus 16 is equals to 0 is the required equation of BC. Once again, I am repeating you. The question is asking us to find the length of altitude from the vertex A to BC. Right? So vertex A to BC means the length of altitude is the perpendicular distance from vertex A to BC. To find the perpendicular distance from vertex A to BC, we need a point and the line. Point itself is the A, and the line equation BC you need to find, and at the end this is the equation BC. So have the equation of BC as that 4x minus 3y plus 16, and the point A as 5 comma 6, and now we are going to find the distance. Right? I am erasing this question, second question, for the better diagram. Okay, look at that. A is 5 comma 6 actually, right? Yeah. See, actually this is the triangle. A is 5 comma 6 and we have the coordinates for B and C also. Using those coordinates we found the equation of BC as 4x minus 3y plus 16 is equals to 0. And they ask us to find the length of altitude through A. That in the sense we are going to find this length of altitude. And that length of altitude from A is just nothing but perpendicular distance from A to the side BC. So to find the distance using this formula, equation of BC we need. So I found it like that. And now length of altitude is equals to, and now length of altitude through A. Okay. See that L represents length here itself. Length of altitude through A is equals to perpendicular distance from A. What is that A here actually? 5 comma 6 to equation BC. To equation of BC. And that is equals to equation of BC is this. So just nothing but substitute x and y here. So that is equals to 4 times of y minus 3 times of 6 plus 16 divided by root of a square plus b square. Coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square. That is the replacement of a in that formula. And now on simplification directly I am doing. 4 5 is 20. 20 minus 18 is 2. 2 plus 16 is 18. Divided by the denominator is 5. This 18 by 5 units is the distance from that 5 comma 6 to the line, and this 18 by 5 is the length of the altitude from the vertex A to the side BC. Have a look at this, and then we have one more problem here to solve. So I think everything is clear there. Just look there, we are using the perpendicular distance formula to solve the problems A, B, C. Right? Now, think about C. The question involves with an equilateral triangle. What is the question and what they are asking us to find? See, one side of equilateral triangle is given and its vertex is 1 comma 2. We need to find the area. Just note the triangle is equilateral. Okay, and you need to identify the side is 3x plus 4y is equals to 7. And one more thing is vertex is 1 comma 2. And they ask us to find area of triangle. And now for all these things, if I make a diagram, it looks like this. An equilateral triangle we need to construct. For suppose if this is the equilateral triangle, and for that equilateral triangle vertex is given as 1 comma 2. This is the vertex 1 comma 2. One side is 3x plus 4y is equals to 7. That in the sense this side is 3x plus 4y minus 7 is equals to 0. So have the vertex 1 comma 2, side like this 3x plus 4y minus 7 is equals to 0, and all these three sides are equal because it is equilateral, right? And that's the question actually. And they ask us to find the area of the triangle. How to find the area of the triangle? Okay, yeah. To find the area of the equilateral triangle, we need to utilize the basic area formula, root 3 by 4 a square and then something. So now here first what I do is, I will find the distance from this 1 comma 2 to this line, and the distance is this height actually. And the distance is this height. I will find the height of the equilateral triangle at first. Okay, and after that having that height I am going to find the area. So height of equilateral triangle. And sometimes the question may ask you to find only height also. Equilateral triangle. Height of equilateral triangle is equals to distance from the vertex point 1 comma 2 to the base 3x plus 4y minus 7 is equals to 0. We need to find the distance from 1 comma 2 to the 3x plus 4y minus 7 is equals to 0. And that is equals to modulus of, replace that point in the line. So 3 times of 1 plus 4 times of 2 minus 7 divided by root of x coefficient square plus y coefficient square. See, and on simplification what you will get? See, 4 2's is what? 8. 8 minus 7 is 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. And you have at the end it is 4 by 5. Just think it. So height of the equilateral triangle is 4 by 5. And what they are asking us? They are asking us to find the area. So we have different formulas. If the side of the equilateral triangle is A, then the formulas from the basic mensuration is height of the equilateral triangle is equals to root 3 by 2A, as well as area of the equilateral triangle is equals to root 3 by 4A square. These are the two formulas related to the height as well as with the area when connected with the side. And now the height is 4 by 5, what we have is this. So therefore 4 by 5 is the height, and that is equals to root 3 by 2A. Height is root 3 by 2A, right? And now what is A? A is equals to, if you send this side, 8 by 5 root 3 units is the A. A is what? The side of the equilateral triangle. After having the side length of the equilateral triangle, now area is equals to, the formula is what? Root 3 by 4A square, and that is equals to root 3 by 4 times A square is square of this. Square of this is what? 64 divided by 25 into 3, and further you need to simplify. And that simplified value directly represents the area of the equilateral triangle. Have a look at this. The question asks us to find the area of the equilateral triangle. For that, first of all, we are going to find the side of the triangle. Why? Because there is a relation between the height and the side like this, and a relation between the side and the area like this. To use all these things, we need first of all height. And that height is just what? The distance from this 1, 2 to the line 3x plus 4y minus 7 is equals to 0. We found it as 4 by 5. So height is 4 by 5, A and then area. Have a look at this. Go for a screenshot again. If the point is origin 0, 0, then the distance from the origin 0, 0 to ax plus by plus c is equals 0 we need to find. Then use the distance formula, modulus of a times, so you need to replace x1 and y1 as 0, 0. So a into 0 plus b into 0 plus c divided by root of a square plus b square. If you simplify, a into 0, b into 0 is 0, and at the end this is modulus of c by root of a square plus b square. And this is the distance from origin to the line. So if the point is origin, to find the distance to a line, it is somewhat easy. Directly you just note it as mod c by root of a square plus b square. I will give you a problem. Okay, distance from origin to x plus y minus 3 is equals to 0. If anybody asks you like this, what to say about the distance from origin to the line? So you need to identify what is A, what is B, what is C from the line. And on identification, your A is x coefficient 1, B is y coefficient 1, C is minus 3, and that is modulus of minus 3 divided by root of 1 square plus 1 square. And it directly gives us 3 by root 2 units. So 3 by root 2 units is the distance from origin to this particular line. So this is the way to find the distance from origin to a line. Have a look at this. Distance between parallel lines. For that, initially what we need two parallel lines, right? So for suppose if one line is ax plus by plus c1 is equals to 0, then automatically the other line is ax plus by plus c2 is equals to 0. Already we told you that for parallel lines the slopes are equal, that in the sense x coefficient and y coefficient are equal, so these two are parallel. And we are going to find the distance between these two parallel lines. This is one line and this is one line. These two are parallel and we are going to find the distance. So, see, there is a parallel lines axiom in the earlier classes you learned it, that the distance between the parallel lines is same at all positions, okay? You just treat them as parallel, okay? And now to find the distance between parallel lines is same at every position. So, for suppose, try to calculate this perpendicular distance and then mention it as the distance between the parallel lines. So this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Right. To find the distance between these two, finding this perpendicular distance, first of all I am going to take a point on this first line. Let this point as x1 comma y1. You just say this point as x1 comma y1 and name this point as p. And now finding this distance is just nothing but distance from p to the second line. Once again I am repeating you. To find the distance between parallel lines, first of all we need two parallel lines. Let these two are parallel, since the coefficients of x and y are same. Since these two are parallel, the distance between parallel lines is same at all positions. So finding this length is just nothing but the distance between those two. To find this length, you just consider this point as x1 comma y1. Just say it as x1 comma y1. And now distance between parallel lines is nothing but distance from P to the second point. That's what I am going to mention here. So distance between these two parallel lines is just nothing but what? Distance from the point P to the second line. Okay, note that second line. And now what is the second line? See, the second line is what? Ax plus by plus c2. So we are finding distance from x1 y1 to the second line. We need to replace x with y1, replace y with y1 plus c2 modulus divided by root of a square plus b square. That one part. And now actually there is no x1 y1 in the given task because I have only these two lines. So I need to find the distance in terms of this a, b, c1, c2. Okay. And now look at this. This px1 y1 is a point on the first line. What I am going to tell you here it is, since p is on line 1, you need to substitute px1 y1 in the first line also. So first line, if you simplify, substitute ax1 plus by1 plus c1 is equals to 0. From there ax1 plus by1 is equals to minus c1. If a point is there on the line, it must satisfy. So that ax1 plus by1 is what? Minus c1. So this is equals to modulus of this is minus c1 plus c2 divided by root of a square plus b square. And on simplification, you directly say it as c2 minus c1 by root of a square plus b square is the distance between the parallel lines. That c2 minus c1 is the difference between